When you hear the word frugal, what type of person do you think of? A penny pinching coupon freak, or someone who is empowered to enjoy their hobbies, have new experiences, and spend time with their loved ones? Living frugally gives you the power to be that second example, not the penny pinching coupon freak. Living frugally gives you an abundance of time and money.
In today's video, we'll be talking about how consumerism uses you, how to stop spending money you don't have, how to live life more freely, how time equals money. To summarize the premise of how consumerism uses you, you are a person who is broken, and more things, more items will just fix you. When we go to a store, we just try to buy the things, the brands that represent our identity. Just buying that new car every 5 years just to suit the latest personality. We are not the people who are making the profit. We are just simply used as a tool. The action of buying a product is an emotional decision. We all have been in that situation that we just bought the car that simply suits the sporty type that we look like, the big guy that we want to portray. The ultimate goal of buying a car should be bringing us from point A to point B. What kind of car do you need, and what kind of car can you afford? That is the ultimate question of how to properly choose how to spend your hard-earned dollars. Instead of just collecting new items, we only buy what we actually need, things that actually provide value to us.
According to debt.com, the average amount of non-mortgage debt that an 18 to 29-year-old has is around $12,000. And the average that a 30 to 39-year-old has is around $26,000. So that means that people are spending way more money than they have. When you spend money that you don't have, you're postponing your happiness because you're always thinking, oh, I can't go do that, I can't afford that because I have all this debt from my school loans, car payment, credit card interest. And it kind of weighs on your shoulders. It can give people a lot of anxiety.
You have to hear me out on this. By the fact of you having less debt, it means that you're paying less in interest to credit cards, you're paying less in interest to car loans, mortgage, all kind of loans. It means that there is less people behind you, less people that you have to answer to. Call centers that keep harassing you via mail, via phone calls, simply put more stress in your daily life. On top of that, the thought of having debt is always in the back of your head and how you're gonna pay for that. For example, two people both buy the same car. One pays outright in cash that it took them a little longer to save, but that means that person was much more patient in order to afford the car. On the other hand, there was another person who paid for the car by getting a car loan. The second person most likely is going to end up paying much more just for the sake of not being able to wait long enough to afford the same car while paying high interest.
It might sound cliche, but time equals money. In order to stop spending your hard-earned money on interest and debt, you must change your habits that no longer serve you. When you do this, it gives you the ability to do things that you love, including your hobbies.
Did you say hobbies?
When you practice intentional spending, you gain more control over your time. You're not worrying about working those extra hours. You can end up being way happier and having more of a work-life balance.
Sadly enough, these days people spend debt, not real money.
So now that you've learned some of the benefits of living frugally, why postpone your happiness?
Don't forget to stick around for more finance tips and subscribe.